Okay, so now let's build this endpoint. So basically what I want to do is when I go to the slash API slash peoples and slash I will put the ID of the people, I want to have only one people retrieved. Now I will go to my Spring app and first of all I'm going to transform this into API. Generally it's best for your endpoints to be very well structured. This is a standardized because it's much easier for you to handle this either on the front end and on the front end on the back end. So now let's build a method where we will return only one person. Now I will go to my person service. Then I will go, now let me just delete this another person service imapolo because we don't need it anymore. And then I will go here and first of all I will go to my person service and just put person get one people. Now only get one, let me just put get one. And the parameter I'm going to put an ID. Based on an ID I want to get a people. Now I will go here and Control E. I will override this method and now I'm going to I'm going to filter this list based on ID. But if we go to my person object, you see I don't have an ID. So first of all I'm going to add an ID field here. I will also add it to the the constructor equals ID. I will also add a getter and setter. And now we have a problem because here in my person DAO I need to add an ID. So I will mimic the unique ID which we have in a database. So this is 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to go to the person service imapolo. We see here that I need to type the get ID. And let me just delete this. Let me just put person list. So, okay, I will leave this for you. I will leave this for you. Okay, so now we're going to do something like this. Person DAO, get person for DB, so I get the list of persons, but I need to transform it into a string. Then I need to filter. So if you remember, filter will only return a new stream based on a particular condition. So I put person and I will only retrieve the person which ID is equal with the particular ID, but it's best to compare with value, int value. And then I will type find first, so it will return the first element which it gets, or else null. So either it will return a person or null. Now I will go to my person controller. I'm going to create here a method public person get one. Then I will need to put the ID here and return person service get one ID. Request mapping method is the same, request method get the path. And now it gets tricky because I can't put something like this, people's 1, because I want, or 2 or 3, because I want this value here to be as we see here in my slide, to be dynamic. So the client will add this value, I mean the browser in our context, not the server. So here you will learn the path variable. So I need to put between curly brackets, and here I need to map this particular value with this particular value. So for example, I'm going to leave it just like this. And then I'm going to restart the the application. So now I'm going to go to localhost, and let me just copy this and go here. Now if I type 1, I want to return the person with the ID 1, but you will see I have an error. Why is that? Because this value 1 hasn't been mapped to this particular argument. I need to explicitly tell Spring, to tell this method, hey, this value which have been added from here, please map it to this particular value. So this is where the path variable comes into play. So this is an annotation, and here you will need to specify the same value, the same string as you did here. So I need to put the same person ID. So now what we'll do behind the scenes, Spring, is we'll take the value which has been called by the front end, and it will map it to this particular value. So let me just log it so you can see. Person ID parameter is, so I need to put a placeholder ID. Let me just restart this. And here, let me just put 1. So you see right now, okay, I need to put API, my bad, API. So you see right now I put 1, and you see the person ID parameter is 1. So behind the scenes, the value of this person ID has been, based on this path variable, has been taken into consideration by this, and now it has went here, and it has filtered my my value. But let's say, for example, if I put 2, I will take the second, and 3, and if I put 4, you will see I have a null page. Or maybe this is not the best approach, because here you will have an empty result, because here it's or else null. But for now, it's okay. It's okay, because I just wanted you to learn this path variable syntax, and based on this path variable, so we have we have taken the resource. Now I'm sorry for my voice, but I'm not feeling very well. Okay, so, but what happens if you put person E like this? So because this name doesn't coincide with this name, this won't be mapped. So if I type here, you will see I have an error, because this name needs to coincide with this name. So let me just restart this. Person, okay, 4. Let me just put 1. So you see how easy it is to make a dynamic mapping based on this path variable. Now without Spring, trust me, it's not so easy.